There are times when we wish to express more ideas in a single sentence, rather than having many short sentences expressing different ideas. It is in such situations that we make use of compound sentences, and this brings us to the study of compound sentences in English. What are compound sentences? Compound sentences are sentences that express two or more ideas. You can think of compound sentences as sentences that are made up of a combination of multiple simple sentences. Compound sentences are made up of more than one main clauses or simple sentences. Take for instance, the book is very heavy and we have to walk a long distance. The sentence above is a compound sentence and you can see that it is made up of two main clauses, simple sentences, the book is very heavy. We have to walk a long distance. Each of the simple sentences that make up the compound sentence expresses an individual idea. For instance, the first simple sentence expresses the idea of a heavy book, and the second expresses the idea of a long journey. Moving on, the main clauses that make up the compound sentence are joined together by the coordinating conjunction, and this establishes a link between the ideas presented by the clauses, showing their relation to the overall sentence. In this case, the conjunction, and, by linking the clauses together shows the relationship between their main ideas, which is one of difficulty, a heavy book, and a long distance. We can have a compound sentence with more main clauses and omitted subjects. Now take for instance, he went to the grocery store, bought some groceries, paid for them, and went back home. You can see that the compound sentence above contains four simple sentences. He went to the grocery store, bought some groceries, paid for them, went back home. Each of them is separated from the other by commas, except for the last two that are joined by the coordinating conjunction, and, which shows the relationship between the clauses. The reason why the last three main clauses do not have subjects, or have their subjects omitted, is because they share the same subject as the first clause. That is, the subject of the first clause is also responsible for the actions of the following clauses, so repeating it would lead to redundancy. Take for instance, he went to the grocery store, he bought some groceries, he paid for them, and he went back home. The subject was repeated unnecessarily in the compound sentence above, which makes it appear unnatural. Such repetitions are only feasible in literary works, especially poetry, in order to achieve certain aesthetic effects on the intended audience. How do you identify compound sentences? Formula for forming compound sentences. Compound sentences are formed following a particular, simple pattern. First main clause plus one or more main clauses with a conjunction joining the last two. If there are only two main clauses in the compound sentence, the conjunction joins them, but if there are three or more main clauses, the conjunction joins the last two. Observe, I cooked, swept, but couldn't sleep. The compound sentence above contains three main clauses, hence only the last two are joined by a coordinating conjunction, but, while they are separated by commas, the commas that separate the main clauses serve the purpose of indicating their independence. The conjunction, but, indicates contrast, letting us know that the speaker did many things but could not sleep. Do you have sleepless nights sometimes? We can have more coordinating conjunctions join the clauses in a compound sentence such as, or, yet, nor, for, etc. So compound sentences are simply sentences that express more than one ideas, unlike simple sentences which express just one, and they are made up of more than one simple sentences or main clauses. Understanding compound sentences and their formations would better inform you on how to use them effectively in writing. See you soon.